Growing up in Africa, I always thought I was a superhero. Today, I still feel like a superhero. My mom told me a story about one time when there was a pot of water cooking in the kitchen, and I reached out with my bare hands to grab the lid of the pot, and that pot of hot boiling water burnt my hand. I still have the scar till today to prove it. Similar to that situation, a glove or just staying away from the hot water would have prevented a lot of headaches for me. It would have prevented me from a burn. But me being hard-headed, not knowing what I was doing, oblivious to the situation, I had to grab that cover on the pot of hot boiling water, and I learned the lesson. Similar to that day and that cover of that hot boiling water, you don't have to experience the same. When it comes to your joystick, the scenario is the same. A glove would help you prevent situations like this from happening, where you get burned and you have scars, sometimes irreversible mistakes that you've made over your lifetime. Most people, they don't understand the gravity of this mistake. I remember my first time in high school, just being able to wallow in the joy of a woman, and I had that noise in the back of my head saying to me, put a glove on it, wrap it up, put on your raincoat. This could be an irreversible mistake. I really thank heavens that I listened to that voice in my head telling me to wrap it up. That was my first time experience. Coming from where I come from, it's really frowned upon to do such things and make such irreversible mistakes. So think about it. Just like every other thing in life, religion is allowed to be organized. Money is allowed to be organized. Even properties are allowed to be organized. Why can't you tailor your life to be organized? That brings me to the topic of today, protection for your joystick. When I was younger, you go to the clinic to get tested to make sure that you're free of any STDs. And then you see that bowl sitting over there and they tell you to go ahead and grab some. And then you pick up something like this, right? This is one of the low grade, low quality, still effective type of condom that give you at your local testing site or hospital. So they give you something like this. These are not the best quality, especially when it comes to something as precious as your joystick. You want to wrap it up with the best. These are not the best. This will do the job. Maybe if you're trying to get some drip on your joystick, this will do the work. But if you're really trying to get in too deep, this is not recommended, because anything can happen when you're playing with any of these. You don't want to get caught up in the middle of a rock and a hard place and get burnt like I did. You want to go through the mission and be able to make it out alive and live to tell the story. These right here are not recommended, in my opinion, to go all the way. So when it comes to going all the way, you want to be careful. Like I said, this right here could be used for getting some drip on your joystick, but when it comes to going all the way, I do not recommend it. Now, these are the class of protection, jacket, umbrella that I recommend when it comes to your joystick, especially for we Black men and other endowed men across the world. These give you very superior protection. You don't want to cheap out on something as eventful as this. You want to be sure. You want to have a peace of mind knowing that you're using superior protection. And these are some of the superior protection that have been tested and trusted. These protect you at the maximum level, and not only that, they give the greatest sense of pleasure that money can buy. They are not the cheapest, but when you're going all the way, why watch for cost? Cost is very secondary to the pleasure that you're going to receive going into deep. When it comes to this mission, you want to make sure that you're getting a bang for your buck. And one of the best ways to get a bang for your buck when you're going all the way is to make sure that you're well protected. This protects you from STIs, and not only that, it helps you live a life where the outcome from going in too deep is within your control. You can live an organized life, just like I spoke earlier about everything else being organized. This helps you organize your life so that you can come to terms with whatever outcome you're looking for. Things like unwanted pregnancies, STIs, this could prevent them in the most practical manner, because these are well made and these are well built for you to have maximum experience. These, on the other hand, I guess these are cool when you're a college student. These are cool when you are still a guy coming up in the world. You don't have financial leverage. But once you do, please put this to the side and get superior protection. These are highly recommended. Today I was just restocking for the year. These are some of the ones that I found interesting enough to be able to get from the shelf. This one here is an Elite Large. It has extra fit and superior sensitivity. I just thought I tried it. It looks like something that would be enjoyable. This here is just a large Magnum desk. I wanted to just mix it up in addition to the regular Magnums. And then here is the Skin Supreme Feel. I thought this was an extra added touch, something nice to have in the collection. And then this right here really caught my attention. This one is the Magnum Raw. I can't wait to try this stuff and see how they enhance the whole process of going in. It's very interesting to see. I just thought I'd make this video for you men of the business class, because if you're a gentleman of the business class, rest assured, you are going to be having a lot of SEX. Men of the business class are not broke. Men of the business class earn a lot of money. Men of the business class are elevating. With elevation comes options. And when you have options, you just have to take them. Please, gentlemen, say no to these. Even if you would use this, use them for the minimal of jobs. But when it comes to going all the way on your path to work, please, I highly recommend these right here because they're built for durability and for maximum outcome. So guys, stay protected. Put on your gloves so that you don't get burnt. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.